do 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 do. I'm here. Oh, I love this track. Man, Death Egg Act 1 is so good. Man, classic Sonic has some... Sonic in general has some great fucking music. I should add more music to this fucking... my stream getting ready to fucking do shit playlist. Also, my cat's here, so I'll probably have to get up and take her out of the room soon. But she doesn't usually like when I talk too much. It's more Kingdom Hearts. One unfortunate thing for the VOD stuff, I got lazy with putting them on YouTube, and I lost part 4. So 4 is lost. Whoops. But it is what it is. That's my fault. I got busy with stuff and work, and I just lost track and should have done that sooner. But it should be the only one that gets lost. Should be. Maybe. The other ones I just gonna upload manually because I had to download their VODs. I was like, did I download that VOD actually? No, I put them in a folder, and because I have 1, 2, and 3. Oh well. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that. I could stream that part again, but I don't really want to do that. I don't even remember the conversations we had there because it was like a whole month ago. Oh well.
Oh well. Fiddlesticks.
But yeah, we're gonna be doing more Kingdom Hearts today. Should be Nightmare Before Christmas level today. And then I know Friday I'm gonna be guesting on Xeranos' stream because we're gonna be doing some fighting game stuff. I might stream it on my end too for the fuck of it, but we'll see. I'm not sure what time that'll be. Oh, it is time to get started. Let me pull down the fucking curtain. And where is it? Oh, where? No. There we go. And then turn this off. And then I'm gonna call the guys. And then we're gonna get started. Even though my cat's going to be angry at me because I'm gonna stop petting her. Hello.
Hello.
You know, the funny thing is, I had 2 people send me that exact Transformers thing.
Oh, but I'm the best one, though,
at the same time. You beat them out. You were the first one. You beat them out
by yeah,
like
I was the best. I fucking said.
Yeah, because you sent it about 4 minutes ahead of them.
Yeah, get fucked, other guy.
That other guy's my roommate, man.
I think I'm gonna take back what I said.
Yeah, no, the Sonic Transformers.
It's your mother who sent it.
God, the Transformers.
Sylvie's just fucking in her face, right? Yeah, I was #1.
But yeah, looking at them, I'd probably just buy the Tails one.
I think there'd be a 2-pack. I don't think you could get. Well, I mean, you could on the aftermarket, but
oh no, if they're 2-pack, I'll buy. You know, obviously I'll just get the thing. But if they're individual, then you know I'm just gonna get Tails because I just want the plane. Though I mean the car is fun because it is the car from Team Racing, I believe.
Yeah. And his shield is a ring,
which is cute. So as I mentioned before, I rung you up. Today is Nightmare Before Christmas Day. This is Halloween, Christmas.
No, it's Christmas time now.
Oh yeah. One unfortunate thing I did look at the VODs. I forgot to download the VOD for part 4 of this before it got deleted by Twitch. So
damn.
So one part is going to be missing when I put them on the channel, unfortunately.
Well, that's okay. I'm sure nothing important happened in that part.
Let me see if I can guess what would have been in that part. Let me just sail over here. I'm gonna see if I can guess. What did we lose? Okay. So Hollow Bastion and that were 2 episodes. So this is like these are 3 episodes. These whole sections. All right. If I'm gonna say.
Let's be honest,
So,
we probably was like all like.
It's probably we either lost Mulan or Beauty and the Beast.
It's probably like dumb election bullshit people don't need to hear about anyway. So anyway, dumb election bullshit.
Oh boy. Well, no, this was like early October, so I don't think we were talking about it at the time. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, we were so innocent. We were like, boy, I hope Trump doesn't win.
When the light was still in our eyes. Oh, my cat wants out. I figured that was gonna happen as soon as it already happened. Doesn't like that I'm yapping. My other cat was looking at me like, hey, can I come in? He is very hyper, and I'm like, I don't want to be managing him while I'm trying to stream. Though after stream, I'm gonna open up the cat door and let them all in.
Understandable.
Because I set up some stuff for him because he's an ex-feral. Because I was afraid of him knocking some stuff over and then never being able to get it again. So I set up essentially like a little barrier, so if he knocks it over, it's not going to fall into a zone where I can't reach it without moving very heavy furniture, which would require me taking stuff off of the furniture. And fuck that.
Understandable.
But yeah, I also. A game I highly recommend for you that I played during the time that I was off. Have you played Gravity Circuit?
No.
It's really fucking good. It's it's sort of a Mega Man-like sort of thing. You punch things, and you have a Sentai scarf as you run around, and you get a grappling hook that you can swing around on.
Neat.
And you fight robots as a robot.
Does sound like Mega Man. I'll keep an eye on it. It's just something my December. It's just that my December suddenly went from I already got all my Christmas shopping done, so I could my wallet can take December off too. Oh no, now there's a bunch of shit coming out that I've got a bunch of shit that I'm like.
Well, there's the Power Rangers game coming out next week.
Yeah, I want to get that.
I picked up Anton Blast, which came out literally yesterday. I was playing that a little bit. It's pretty good.
Funny we were talking about Transformers. Transformers 1 comes out digitally for me on the 10th as well.
Oh, nice.
Which I want to get. Really tempted to buy something from a figure from Ultraman Rising, because I really did like that movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've never really watched Ultraman in general. Ultraman's one of those things that I've been aware of from afar, but never really into it. Not for any particular reason.
Now it's officially on YouTube. Right, dubbed and subbed.
Huh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I was playing that. It's pretty fucking good. Gravity Circuit. I do think you'd like it. It was on sale for $8 at the time.
Well, I just looked it up on Switch and it was like $20. So
I think it was probably on sale that week, and everybody's having an autumn sale at that point. Because a lot of other storefronts now do sales, and Steam's having their sales for obvious reasons.
Also, it was Black Friday, so you know, I don't think you can say, "Oh man, Steam invented Black sales on Black Friday."
No, their sale was going on for like 2 weeks ahead of that shit. But also, then they have like their fucking like fall, their summer sale, their spring sale. There's gonna literally be another sale on the 21st. So that's their usual the holiday sale.
Christmas sale.
But well, no, this is the war on Christmas. Don't you know? What is it? Yeah, it's a real thing.
The only war on Christmas is how, as a culture and a nation, the West has tried very desperately to strip any form of religious sentiment out of Christmas.
Which, I mean, I don't give a shit about that, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's not like it's anything else other than, like...
Oh, yeah, but no, it's not that.
It's trying to get...
Yeah. No, the thing isn't that these weirdos' issue isn't that. Their issue is like, oh, you said happy holidays? Grrr.
In my experience, everyone hates it. Everyone hates immigration and foreign invasions, except if they've got money, in which case we fucking love it.
Right, Elon Musk?
Oh, not even just Elon Musk, but
I know,
just
I
in
just
general.
wanted to
Think of
say,
like how many foreign businesses have massive amounts of influence over government and other industries.
Yep.
Because they're never regulated or ever challenged.
Yep.
And, you know, that's fine. It's okay that a bunch of Russian companies can own a significant amount of influence in a lot of Western countries that they are, you know, meant to be antagonistic towards at the moment. But, you know, can't have fucking refugees, you know, people escaping a literal war zone. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's we can't have that. The only place they can be challenged is the New York subway.
Oh, we're talking about that.
Now, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that dark illusion.
I was gonna say, because I have a thing I was not sure something I can say on stream.
You know, I don't know.
I mean... Okay, I'll preface it by saying, yeah, it's horrible that people get murdered and everything, and, you know, it's bad, and I hope they catch the guy and he's given a proper trial and justice is served. But on the other hand, the guy has done everything in his power, as he lived, to make me not feel sorry that he got shot.
I'm just saying, I don't think he was very popular considering they offered a giant reward for this guy's information in New York City. And this happened in the middle of New York City, and damn, they sure aren't getting any information out of people. That's crazy. Weird. Hey, did you know the stocks for the company went up after he got shot?
Of course they did. That's generally, like, being murdered is the best thing you can do for your business. Ask, like, or being killed or dying in general is, like, great for business. Ask any, like, artist.
Oof.
Like, for music artists. I mean, fuck it, it's
No, you're right. You're right.
You know,
considering like
people die.
Yeah,
and
like when
money goes up.
Like when Michael Jackson passed away, like everyone was like, I want to buy Michael Jackson CDs and shit, and download all their crap.
Where you been, boy?
So yeah, no, that's a good point.
And a bunch more documentaries came out that said, "Oh yeah, this guy was a massive paedophile." Allegedly, but also not.
And then like lighter stuff, like when Toriyama passed away, like I'm sure the I'm sure there was a giant like uptick in like purchasing of like Dragon Ball fucking merchandise.
100%. Yeah, so it's like the guy was the CEO of the biggest American like medical insurance firm that has been in a lot of trouble because it doesn't pay out. It also withholds funds for like other businesses and directly impacts like other medical like opportunities, and also like it's
What's that?
so large it's threatening a monopoly, and it's like, damn, this guy really wanted us to not feel sorry for him. Like even if it had just been like, it's you know, even if it had just been, you know, he works for medical insurance.
If it was just a guy who works for it, they'd be like, oh man, that's a shame.
You'd be like, well, yeah, I guess it's not fair. I guess it's unfair. But now, when it's like, also he owned it, or he'd been CEO for 20 years, and it's like directly proportional to human misery, and it's like, man. Like I said, not advocating that he should have been shot. No, never that. But like, oh no.
Also, remember,
it's very hard to be sad about that, and not like sad about all the other people who worked and lived in much more, for lack of a better term, ethical ways.
Yeah.
Who got murdered that day?
And the thing is, too, the American police are really shitty at investigating. There was another shooter, like, several years ago, who they only caught after, so, like, people, like, got brought in tips, and they just didn't really follow any of them up. And then, the shooter himself called to turn himself in from a payphone. They didn't believe it still. And then the only reason he still got caught then at that point was a guy who watched him call the payphone, was like, hey, I recognize that guy, and flagged a cop who was just nearby. I'm not fucking kidding.
Yeah, sounds about right.
American police are terrible at investigating shit. It's kind of like how also if there's an active shooting, they're like, well, I'm not going there. But if there's no weapons, ooh, it's a firing range! For the police.
Look. as long as the kids can't defend themselves, they're perfectly okay with shooting and killing them.
He's got a slingshot!
As soon as they can
Put him down! Put him down!
As soon as they can defend themselves, then can't do that.
You see that one kid with like one of those like little like paper spit shooters and like, ah! And they fucking hide. I don't know what that could be. My life might be in danger. I can't go there. Hey, look, there's another one over there. They don't have a spitball shooter. Bang!
Hey, look, there's a suspicious individual with a backpack. You mean a school child going to school? Yeah, shoot him.
He's going to learn!
Can't have that. He might be learning about those goddamn woke agendas or whatever.
That's why we have
those
to
are.
cut the educational system and defund PBS.
Yeah, and also get rid of the IRS and the FBI. You know, conveniently, there's nothing to do with the fact that it's two billionaires heading up that department.
It's crazy that a bunch of criminals got in and want to get rid of the one bureau that would actually probably try to stop them. Crazy!
Get it? Yeah.
That's weird.
How bizarre.
But they'll give tons of money to the legalized mafia. I mean, the police.
Sally, did you finish it? I want to show my good friends.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Yes, because the police did put down all of those suspicious individuals.
There are a lot of mob.
With all of their ethical testing methods, where they hold up a bag and test how they match with it.
I'd best be off. I've got to go get Santa Claus right away.
Yeah.
Wonderful to see you again.
Like I said, I'm not ever going to endorse like the murder of a guy, but it very much feels like this case feels like it's being blown super out of proportion, or not out of proportion, but like why is this getting so much attention other than the fact that he's a rich white guy?
Because he's a rich white guy.
How many other people die or get shot every year?
Like I said, I don't care. I always say I'm not going to endorse, but I'm going to be honest and say I don't give a shit.
You know, the ones who wanted to spoil Halloween.
Guy's an asshole. I can't just pretend to give a crap.
Yeah.
Like if they were like just a guy, yeah, I feel bad about it. Like when I hear like shootings, of people, like innocent people getting shot, I'm like, oh, that sucks. But when some guy that's an asshole, I can't pretend I care. I'm not gonna endorse, but I'm not gonna lie and say I give a shit.
Yeah. Especially when like so many other people who very much don't live like their ways or live their lives in what I would call pretty unethical environments have to suffer.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't.
But you know, we're loony lefties. What do we know?
Yeah, that's true. You know,
part of the woke agenda because we have the controversial stance that people have rights.
Yeah, that's really fucking crazy of us. Rights?
Right.
Hold on, your rights should be only proportional to how much money you have. Do you have money? Then you have more right. It's only ethical. So I just realized I haven't checked Goofy's abilities in a while. I have not been equipping stuff for these guys.
Yeah, that's because they're mostly there to just be dry forms.
Like I've been doing it for myself, but I've been procrastinating on them.
But yeah, Enlightened, I'm looking forward to that Power Rangers game next week, so I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, I do. I am looking forward to that. And like I said, I played. I've been playing Anton Blast a little bit. It's it's very similar, like Pizza Tower. It's like another WarioWare kind of thing. The main antagonist is the devil, and he's voiced by Gianni. And his main motivation is that he asks Samir if he's still the reddest of them all, and he's told that Anton is redder, and he wants to lure Anton in to siphon his delightful crimson tone.
Doesn't Anton know that it's better dead than red?
I don't know. But but the devil's minion stole all of Anton's stolen booze, and now he's pissed about it.
Yeah, we've all been there.
The second playable character, Annie, is basically fucking Beavis. Like her personality, she's like like Beavis when he's not going holy, and he's just kind of zoned out most of the time, like that. I rarely use Donald. Why am I bothering looking at Donald's fucking stuff? I rarely fucking use him.
Yeah, well.
Usually when I'm in Worlds, I put him on the bench and have Goofy and whoever else is here.
Ugh.
Also, the Jack Skeleton model in this one does look even better than the one in the second one. Which in the first one, I mean. Which I mean, the one in the first one's also fucking really good looking.
Probably got polished up.
I do think one complaint I'll say is Sally's looks a little bit worse, and it's primarily because they fucked up the color of her hair. Like, it's more like brown in this one. It doesn't look quite right.
Fair.
But that's like the only thing. But then again, it's Sally, so she's just here. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't hate Sally or anything, but like, she's not Jack, you know. Like, I don't dislike her at all. It's just, you know, there's a whole cast of really colorful characters that I just like a lot more. She's fine.
You know, I think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
Wrong game. I wouldn't be opposed to streaming that in the near future, though, because I do fucking love that game.
We're on it.
I did replay it last year on my own.
You could always try and get your hands on the Night Before Christmas character action game that exists.
I could acquire it via ways.
Perfectly legal ways.
Yes. Like on eBay.
So legal it would upset Oh, I was gonna say, so legal it would upset Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll was a pirating site.
Yeah, it's funny how these things happen.
Like Napster.
Napster just died.
I think they're dead now, but they were at one point, you know, pirate site, then they went legit, and then I think like basically like iTunes and shit like is what did them in. Like iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff that we have nowadays. I don't know the whole reason for it because I usually don't use a lot of these anyway. I either just listen to stuff on YouTube or I do the old man thing of just buying like the music.
I mean, what realistically killed stuff like Napster, and it is kind of one of the few times Gabe Noah said something that I completely agree with.
Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Which is, you know, piracy is a customer service issue.
Yes.
And he's 100% right, because it's like, yeah, as soon as people, like, don't have to, or as soon as people can, you know, actually get their hands on things in a cheap and easier way, they'll just do that rather than go through the process of piracy. And it's like, this whole anti-piracy anime thing will only incur more piracy, because now you've made it more difficult and prohibitively expensive for people to get this content.
Yeah, because one of the reasons I actually started buying like anime as an adult is so this is for anybody watching who's younger. So anime DVDs, so they're not like terribly expensive now. I know they've gone up a little in price, but comparatively they're still not terribly expensive compared to what they used to be. So like back in the day, $40 American would get you a DVD with like 4 or 5 episodes if you're lucky.
Nice.
The
quote-unquote good old days.
And I only really re-remembered this because we were going through and getting rid of a bunch of old magazines, and my brother used to get New Type, and I was like flipping through some of them, and I'd see like the ads for them, and it was like, oh yeah, a handful of episodes of Pat LaBar, $40. You wanna know how much I paid for the Pat LaBar complete set? This includes the OVAs, the movies, and the original TV show.
$50.
$50. And this, you know, includes like all the dubs that they ever had, the original Japanese, and all that shit. So like, that's to give you like an idea of like the difference. I
mean, because not to go all completely psycho left wing or anything, but in a bizarre twist of fate, when people of like the lower classes have more money, they tend to spend more money, and when they spend more money, that makes industries do better.
No, hoard all the wealth like a dragon. I'm sure it'll go fine. Oh no, why are they pulling out the guillotine?
They don't even need the fucking guillotines.
I know,
We should have a free market.
That was just ad for a punchline, but go ahead.
We should have a free market, because the free market has always been very good at looking after itself, and it's never, ever, ever, ever required the governments to ever have to intervene in order to save the free market.
Never.
What do you mean, literally every single financial crisis that we've ever faced? For like the last 200 years.
That sounds like commie propaganda there, boy.
But yeah, it's bizarre how things do better when more people can afford or are able to do it.
Yeah,
Or
weird.
to take part. Yeah, it's like, the anime industry has a huge boom when, people can afford to actually take part in it. You know, invest in it.
Crazy.
Because-
Stop saying that.
Yeah, I had a Crunchyroll account, last year, when it was it's $60 a year, which is a reasonable enough price.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'll pay the $60 to have it on content. It's I'm gonna. And as soon as they're like, we're gonna charge you the same service for $100, you get what else do you get? Nothing. I'm
$100 fucking dollars. Suck my nuts.
Yeah, literally doubling of the price. And I'm like, okay, well, ain't paying that shit.
Like, you wanna
So
know
rather than make $60, they make no dollars now.
So, what was it? So Discord Nitro, I didn't have the money at the time because I had much tighter funds then. So Discord Nitro used to be it was $3-4 a month. And now you don't really get a whole lot for Discord Nitro. I had it for I had it for a bit because I had a free trial. And you get more file upload time, length, better stream. You can use your soundboard on anything wherever you are from any server you're part of. And you get you can have a animated banner, or you can customize your banner, and that's basically it. So if it was still $3 like it was years and years ago, I would be paying the $3 for it. Now my one friend, she has it and she still pays the $3 because she's Legacy. Because I have a legacy in something else I'll talk about in a second. Now if you wanted to fucking have Discord Nitro, it costs you, if you want to do the monthly, it's $10 a month. For just that.
Yeah, $120 a year.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what the yearly drop is, but that's just if you're doing monthly payments. Now, Humble Bundle, I have the Legacy one. So it's $15 a month, and every month I get essentially I get 8 games for that, and I get a discount from the store. It's goes up to 20% off, and that 20% off will stack with sales. So if a game is 50% off, and then I put my 20% off, I get all of that. I get that it stacks. It doesn't do one or the other, and it's really good. I don't know how they do with the discount thing. I know the discount is lower. It costs more, and you get less games on the newer one.
Sounds about right.
I think it's the same. Yeah, I think it does cost more. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look at that. But yeah, it's not nearly as good. If I didn't already have this in, I would not fucking go for that. Why would I?
Yeah.
What I have right now is great, and I'm going to keep paying for it because it's good. It's really good. So I'm going to keep paying for it. But if I was a new person, I would be this isn't that worth it. Or it might be less. I don't know. I'd have to look at it, and I also am looking at the eyes of somebody who has more for less. But I don't. I'd have to look at it and then. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's definitely a worse version of what I have.
Yeah. Well, but that's my point. Well, that's the sort of point. It's hey, you're offering people less for more.
Yeah.
And then it's okay, people aren't just gonna accept it. Yeah, you'll get the odd people who will go, yeah, fine, whatever. I'll take the doubling of the price for no benefit. In fact, even less benefit, because I don't know if you saw Crunchyroll's also hey, you want to you want to watch One Piece? What we're gonna gatekeep a whole bunch of series behind different price points.
They're doing that too now? God.
Yep. And it's okay, do you just want people to just go full in on piracy? Because you'll never be able to take out all the pirates. There's too many. This is why you don't beat piracy by trying to kill the pirates. You beat piracy by offering a better service than the pirates do.
That's why anti-piracy software doesn't actually stop piracy. It actually encourages it. And also
then it's like,
makes it
well,
hard, and in general makes it harder
In
for
his
the
workshop.
person who's just going to buy it. You're making their life harder.
Like, I don't know, whenever you're doing any kind of business, especially when you're, like, selling, you have to accept that stuff is going to get stolen. Like,
Yeah.
You can't stop that. It's going to happen.
So, like, actually, in the real
Well,
world...
what you can do is you can mitigate that by, you know, encouraging people not to steal by making it easier for them to engage with the product or service or whatever in a cheap and easier way. And then people are like, well, I could go out and risk piracy, or I could just spend like $2 and get what I want.
Yeah. There was,
That's why, like, piracy in the music industry has, like, drastically gone down. Because now people are like, hey, I could just spend money on, like, Spotify or whatever and get what I want.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
So, like, what was it? At Walmart around here, they started putting up stuff to basically, if you want a deodorant stick, you have to get a customer associate to unlock a fucking door to let you get it for fucking deodorant. So because of this, when I went to the store, saw that, I was like, I don't feel like doing that. Opened up my phone and saw I could just order it online and have it delivered to my house that day. And I was like, oh. And I just ordered it real quick because it's just easier to do that than for me to bother a customer service associate, wait for them to come to the door, wait for them to unlock it, just so I get a stick of fucking deodorant. Like, fuck that.
There's deodorant just so it gets stolen enough that they're like, well, this is the only logical thing we can do.
That's what they think, but I'm like, it's like, dude, you're really not going to, you're Walmart, you're fucking.
So they've locked down everything by you too, huh?
Yeah, so like, basically, I'm like, well, I'm just not gonna buy there, because that's a pain in the ass. Like, I will, just go through other means. Enjoy your loss of sale! Dick.
That's why I don't shop at Walmart anymore.
Like, well, yeah, if you're going to do stuff like that, you make it harder for the customer, now you're lost a customer. I'll go to somewhere where it's more convenient. Even if it's like, oh, well, that might cost you like $1 or some odd cents more. Okay, well, I didn't have to deal with all this bullshit to get it. I just fucking got it. You know?
Didn't have to deal with this fucking with this fascist bullshit.
Like,
I went to cost.
That's why I go to my Walgreens, because only the stuff that you can make drugs
We
out of
can't
is
let
locked
anything
down.
bad happen to Christmas.
like, I understand them locking down, like, fucking Legos and shit. Or, like, video games. Like, I get that.
That's where Santa
It's a
Claus
fucking
lives.
deodorant stick, man.
Oh, Legos aren't like locked down over here. That's weird.
Oh, here they are.
I think the only thing is it's like video games where. If you
Well,
bought
these are
physical,
also
it's
fairly
like,
new things, too, that are locked down. Like, these weren't always.
yeah. I think the only thing over here is stuff that is illegal. And even then, it's mostly just like drugs and pharmacists, where things are locked down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no. You could, in theory, go and grab like a whole bunch of kitchen knives. And...
I mean, depend. I thought kitchen knives are restricted where you are.
no. I can go out and buy some right now.
License for that, or is that Australia?
Nope. We don't need a license for shit. The only thing we need a license for in this country is a television, thanks.
Ah,
And your TV license.
Yeah.
Good.
Japan has that too.
yeah, they do.
No, I only found it out the other day when I found out how much they hate their version of the
Hello,
BBC.
everyone. Did
That's
you come to see if your
pretty
online
interesting.
Because their television detector mans are a lot more annoying than ours are. Well, ours just flat out don't exist.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't exist.
They try and get in. They try to invite themselves into your house, and they can say, "Hey, you have a TV. Are you paying a license for that?"
Well,
It doesn't matter if you
according
actually
to my
watch it or
list
anything. If you
source,
have a TV, you have to pay the
7 years
license.
ago, you
Well.
told everyone you did.
Whereas
not
over here,
listen.
In
like,
fact,
I've heard
there are some
rumors-
people they don't have a TV and they still try and make them pay the license just because they live in that area, and they should contribute
makes-
to the TV license. And they're like, "Oh no."
Fucking mob.
Yeah. So as I found, but yeah, it made me laugh because when I found that out, or because I was like allegedly, there's people who go around and check if you've got a TV license, but I've never seen them. I think they're just like mythical animals.
Well, you see, they don't have those anymore. Adrian. They have those vans with their satellite stoppers.
Well, in Japan,
I've
they're
never
real. They go
What
around
sort
just
of
trying to get
trouble
into
did
people's
you bring
houses to see
this
if they have a
time?
TV.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in this country, I think
It's a long
they're like
story.
unicorns. They just flat out don't exist, and people who say they do are, you know, crazy.
That's why the rule of Japan is if you see a TV guy coming, pretend you're not home.
Oh. What if you just say, I don't have a TV, do you want to come and have a look at my no TV?
They'll still try to
No,
make you
because
pay.
if you let them into your dwelling, they can say they can report whatever they want and try and force you to pay.
Wait, then, genius idea. You just don't speak to them in their language.
That is true. That is true. A lot
Speak
of
to
people,
them very slowly in a different language. What the fuck are you gonna do about
actually
it?
they say a lot of foreign people there. Like if we just babble at them in English, often they'll just go away because they're like, this is too much trouble. I don't want to bother.
I think one of my goals in life is to learn how to say I can't speak English in as many languages as possible. When I get into these, just for when you get into those conversations with people stop you on the street, and you just want to quietly get out of it without having to, cause any, without having to get into anything. Just suddenly scream in German. Hurt me.
Yeah, my grandma
English.
used to do that to screw with the phone.
Well,
Makes
this
me
is a
think
pleasant
of
surprise. That fool
so you think of that
Jack
fucking
Saw and the others with
Family
him.
Guy bit where
Now
the
he can
guy
leave all
like
of them at
where
once.
the Spanish guy gives them like an explanation in English and like, you speak English? No, I know just that in this follow up explaining it. Wait, what'd you say?
She got one guy one time who did speak Spanish. So when she said in Spanish, "I don't speak English," she started speaking to her in Spanish. Which one she said, "I'm
You
sorry,
don't-
I don't speak Spanish." And then
It's
there was
lock,
just like
shock,
dead silence.
and barrel.
Not
those
That's the thing, you don't speak. You wouldn't
I
do it
assure
in
you
like
they're
Spanish
not
in
the
America, because there's a good chance a lot of
whatever
people
the
do know
case, they've
Spanish.
been quite
You'd have to
enough.
do it in like fucking
Catch
Malay
them
or
and bring them
something.
back.
A language that's
They're
statistically
going to
pretty
give a
unlikely
lecture.
that for you to run into in America.
Speak Vietnamese.
Mr.
Yeah.
Claus, I wanted to talk to you about
Basically,
Christmas
like
first.
It'll
anything
have
that's
to
got,
wait.
don't do Spanish.
to see how
Yeah,
things
you
are
could probably get away with
progressing in my
Italian, 'cause I
workshop.
feel like most Italian Americans don't speak Italian beyond
don't.
just like food, beyond just
No, they-
food names.
They know food names and cursing
Come on,
names.
Jack.
That's
Let's
about
catch
it.
those little pranksters.
Yeah, so you could probably get away with Italian.
It's like if you see the
Alright, then.
Italian on The Sopranos, that's the Italian most of them know.
Yeah.
Really, if I'm honest, just don't speak English and don't speak Spanish. You could probably get away with I don't speak English. You could probably get away with pretending you don't speak English in an awkward conversation. Just I don't know, learn like French or something. Yeah, unless you're in Canada, in which case you can't use French. You could probably use Spanish in Canada though. It's all confusing learning how to game the system in all these different countries.
Just gotta be very
You know
careful.
what? You know what? Learn how to speak Welsh. They'll never. No, even people in Wales can't speak fucking Welsh.
It's true. From what I know, it's true.
So yeah, just learn how. Also, they'll just think you'll talk gibberish if you speak to them in Welsh.
He's saying that.
Favorite Welsh. My favourite Welsh word that allegedly isn't really a Welsh word, but fuck the Welsh. It is a Welsh word. Is poppity pig.
Oh, you're telling us that I think like 2 weeks ago. That was not too long ago.
Yeah, probably.
Poppity
Yeah.
It's
Pig.
gonna be like, is
And
it like
still-
car? Is it like car?
and I
park, or
lost-
Is it a K or is it a C or a K? Because if it's a K, then I can't understand you.
I remember you telling me that, and I lost my fucking mind because it's so fucking funny, Poppity Ping.
I love poppity pig. I do love car park, if only because I just love it on the signs car park. And it's like I can only read one of those. The other's just gibberish.
I should buy one.
So yeah, learn to speak Welsh if you want to get out of awkward conversations.
Until you actually meet the one Welsh who knows how to speak it, and you're fucked.
Eh. No, because then they'll just be so happy of, oh my god, someone else can speak this garbage language. That you'll probably still be safe.
Finally.
Actually, honestly, I find the best way to get out of awkward conversations is just, basically be the exact sort of person you don't want to speak to. Be really high energy and nice, and ask all these really really awkward, intrusive questions. Just be the fucking worst. And then suddenly they won't want to survey you.
I mean, if you want to do that, just put on a magnet.
That depends on where you live, though.
Yeah, to be fair. There's like
If you-
51% of the country is okay with that.
That's playing the odds. You play the game of they now want to be your best friend, or they want to kill you. And
Well, it's in New Jersey, it's probably.
Yeah, New Jersey probably fine.
good odds they're gonna want to fucking kill you. The only thing you have better odds with, but also have the chance of getting fucking slapped, is like a Dallas Cowboys fucking thing.
Surely it would be.
That's for like,
Confederate.
because like if you wear it like where you are, Sabo, it doesn't matter. Where I am, people will say shit.
I was
Well, I feel like across America, if you want to do that, or you should just do is wear a Confederate flag.
No, people just do that.
I think a change of plan
Yeah,
is
true.
called for.
I've seen a fucking truck just fucking driving around with it.
I mean, there was a whole show dedicated to featuring a car that had
The magnificent
Confederate flag
malevolent
on it.
kind.
Which
Yeah.
is now considered troublesome.
That sounds really bad.
States rights for what?
Yeah, come on, tell us the other part.
Super bad.
States rights to do what?
Who were this right?
Boogie.
Come on.
That
Say it,
bag of
say it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
insects.
Who were the rights? Come on, just say it.
How
bro.
intriguing.
Rights to do what?
Into the
Where
microphone.
might I find you?
Let's talk about the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't think anything.
No. There's a video that me and
Oh yeah.
Dad is also
It's Dubis Goobus. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a really good video. Also in general,
Just
I
breaks-
recommend Dubis Goobus. He's really good.
Which just breaks down the argument of people saying,
Well,
it wasn't about slavery.
about states' rights. States' rights to do what?
States' rights to not be a part of the country.
That was
Slaves.
that was.
But why did they not want to be in the country? Well, because they just didn't want to anymore.
Oh, but why?
Because they just didn't feel like it.
Well, the Union
Yeah.
oppression. What was the oppression about? States' rights. What were the rights? See, no matter what, you can catch them in a loop. Where they're either going to keep looping, or they're going to walk away, or they're going to finally just say it. It makes me think of the Wooly thing where it's like, where Wooly just is like, just call me the word! Just say it already, come on!
Yeah.
I feel like a million bugs.
It's kind of like a similar thing, like
really
whenever
want for
they
this
do scream, like whenever those types of people scream about like,
Indeed you
oh, it's
do,
woke.
Boogie.
You ask
Do
them
you
what woke
remember
means,
Sora, Donald,
and then
Goofy?
like really try to get them to
I
break it
remember them.
down. They will eventually
You're
hit a
too
wall.
much.
It's really
I'll
funny.
never forget
You'll
what they
eventually
did
reach
to
the,
me.
oh no, if I say what I'm thinking, I'll
What
be a
was it they did to me?
racist.
You either get one of two, yeah, you either get one or two, like the
That
ones who
sounds
don't
bad.
understand what they've been saying this whole time, and they're like, wait, what, hold
Even
on.
worse.
Or you
They
get the
creamed
ones of,
ya.
uh-oh,
That's right.
if I
That's
say
right.
that, it becomes
That's
very
one
obvious
thing
what I
won't
am.
be forgetting
Fuck.
anytime soon. It's the last
Fucking
thing
damn, we
I
forgot to talk about
remember.
South Korea.
And it's the
No.
only thing I'll
What a
remember
scary couple of
until I
hours that
teach those
was.
clowns not to mess with Mr. Oogie Boogie.
Actually, I did not hear this. I've been very busy
That's
with shit
right.
in my life.
You didn't hear about what happened in South Korea?
No, I have
The
not.
president,
Plan
basically tried
already
to
in
start a
mind.
coup?
No, I actually did not.
God damn. Okay, so
Have you ever
the
heard of
president in
Christmas
South
time?
Korea is a lame duck president. You know,
Mr.
I don't know anything about that one.
he
We
yeah,
wanna
well,
see
he,
how bad you are.
the National Assembly, the opposition party has majority.
Seems
He
needs
can't
more
pass any
time to
laws.
recover.
His wife's under a lot of
Stay
investigation
here and keep Sora
for
and the others
corruption.
occupied.
You know, all that jazz.
I
And then
don't-
anyway,
Good.
the other night he just decided to declare martial law.
Holy crap.
And within a few hours, the military's on the street. They didn't do anything, but fucking MPs had to break into the fucking assembly to go and vote to overturn martial law. I mean, physically broke in.
Holy shit.
You had
The thing is, like,
protesters in.
most of the military was on his side, so like, well, I mean, he just kind of caved after he was like, oh, they don't like me after all.
Yeah, well, they didn't. They were there, but they didn't do anything.
But yeah, no,
So,
I was like, why would you stop halfway if the military was mostly on your side? Freaking commit to it.
But yeah, I've just been like, sometimes even though that's a big fucking story, I just sometimes miss shit because of just like, because of this season, my work is very chaotic. So like, I just sometimes like stuff will fall through the cracks on me because I'm not like on like social media ads, like I kind of like drop off for the most part, and I kind of only like if someone like tells me that's the only way I'll know shit. Like I only learned about the stuff we were joking about before because I got informed. I was like, oh, then I got informed pretty quick about it. That's why I came out swinging about the shit in New York.
What's probably the best part of this like massive faceful for the president is all 190 MPs voted in favour of overturning martial law. Can you imagine? Every single member of that fucking National Assembly voted in one direction. There's no fucking way that would ever happen in any other country.
Right?
Like, it didn't happen in your country when you had an attempted coup.
Yeah, they let him back in.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, well, coup's an ugly word. An accurate but an ugly word.
They didn't even arrest him. They're like, oh, you scamp, you.
Yeah. That's my point. Even when your country had a fucking actual attempted coup and insurrection, they were like, they couldn't get everyone to agree on it. Fucking good job, South Korea. You haven't quite lost your minds yet. Give it time. So yeah, that was a weird couple of hours.
Yes, I go. Then he just gave up. He's like,
So-
all right, I guess people don't like me after all. I quit.
Okay, that's what.
It was the weakest attempted coup in history. Well, second weakest after the one in Russia. In Russia, the other year.
Where he had the win, he had the bag, and then he drops it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing. You have to go for it, but when you like stuff, even said at the time, it's like, yeah, well, when you put yourself in that position, it's like you gotta fucking go, then.
You gotta go.
You're dead if you don't.
Like, let's be real. They're already dead.
Oh, he's dead.
No. No.
died
I'm talking about at the time. Like, the ones are like, oh, we'll kill them. It's like, no, they're already dead. They're already gone.
Yeah, you gotta go. Like, this is your chance. Do it now.
And even if they're not,
but
they will be dead. They will be dead.
But
and so will you.
He backed down. He backed down, and then mysteriously the plane he was on crashed under mysterious circumstances, largely involved with this mysterious rocket that crashed into it, fired from Russia. Very mysterious circumstances,
Very
you know.
mysterious, you know, like very mysterious, like all the many cryptids of the world.
Yeah, and like all of those other people who mysteriously fall out of their houses and homes and buildings when when Putin doesn't like them anymore. It's so weird that keeps happening.
Weird, honestly.
There's
bizarre.
that one guy who committed suicide from violently throwing himself into the window 20 stories up.
Yeah.
With hand marks from other people on his back.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's just a coincidence. He was getting the back massage like a couple of hours before, it's all.
Or like over here, where those people mysteriously got hit with a nerve agent that's largely used by the FSB.
Coinkydink.
Crazy.
That's a coinkydink.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just a drug addict.
Yeah, sure.
He's an addict. He's addicted to poison. You know how it is. Sometimes you just get addicted to nerve agents.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to huff mustard gas.
Yeah, it worked out well for people in World War One. You don't hear them complaining about it.
It's true, you don't. Fucking hell.
No, if you can't joke about the evils of mustard gas, what can you joke about?
I'm just in my head. I'm just hearing from like this one D&D group where they have this clown, this clown called Chuckles, going mustard, more like mustard gas. I'm just thinking of that in my head.
Foolishness. I should be getting ready for Christmas.
Is that you,
Oh,
Mr.
Chuckles.
Santa Claus?
Yes, but please call me Santa Claus.
There's another clown named Klutzy, but he's also in hell.
Of course. Mr. Santa Claus, I was
Yeah, well.
hoping I'd find you here.
Because all
You
clowns
see,
go to hell.
It's very important.
True.
that you
Look
go
at
back
John
to
Wayne
Christmas
Gacy. He's
Town.
definitely went to
I'm
hell.
afraid something terrible is going to happen if you don't.
Well, I am behind on my preparations. All right. Tell Jack I'll be waiting for him.
I can't wait for the part in
He had
this
something to
level
say to
when
me
you get
about
to learn that
Christmas.
Sora's on the forever
But
naughty
that's
list.
just it. Please,
Yeah.
go home and lock the door.
It's like, damn, Santa, you're such a petty bitch.
Right? You ever notice a lot
like,
of
oh,
you
you
ever notice a lot of fiction just makes
There.
Santa the
The
pettiest
large
bitch
one in
around?
red.
All I
yeah,
gotta
because
do
most
is
fiction,
kidnap
like,
him?
because most people love to
That's
do the
right.
whole, ha ha ha,
Lock
like,
him up at once.
innocent child
Then
character,
begin
child character
destroying
corrupted.
Christmas Town.
Especially these days, there's like,
No, no,
how many
not even
evil
ones-
Santa...
Not even ones that are trying to do that.
Come
Ones that are like being like
And then
sincere will just
they're all
make him like weirdly petty.
Yes. And in the
Yeah.
meantime,
Then there's the
I'll
one
turn
time where Tim
Santa
Allen murdered
Claus
Santa and
into
became him.
Santa
He took his clothes.
Yeah. Stole his goddamn... Killed him, stole his goddamn jacket.
It's
So
right. It
it's-
turns out he didn't actually kill him.
Oh, what, is that the new one?
Yeah, it's like it was all a plan for Santa to make him Santa.
Oh, so Santa faked his death?
Yeah, Santa faked his death so Tim Allen.
Is this a
could become
tax
Santa.
skit? Is this a tax thing?
No, it's because he wanted Tim Allen specifically to become Santa because he wanted someone who was raised with his mentality to be Santa in an attempt to improve Christmas everywhere. I don't know. It was very hard to follow.
Why bother like retconning a movie that's like 20 years old and like nobody had a problem with the premise that Tim Allen kills Santa?
Yeah, everyone just kind of thought it was like slightly funny and just kind of went on with their day.
Everyone's like, oh yeah, they do keep making these movies anyway.
Yeah, honestly, like I only ever saw the first one. I saw it when I was a little kid. Liked it as a kid. Never really bothered watching anymore.
I saw 2 and 3 when they were like on Disney Channel, you know, back when you'd get like yours, you know, whenever you hit the holidays, you get all the usual like
Oh, yeah,
seasonal stuff, like Cartoon Network. It's like, oh, here's all the direct-to-video Scooby-Doo movies.
Or well,
I'm like,
actually,
yeah, I like 2 of them.
well, they switched. During the I remember for a while, Cartoon Network would play non-stop fucking all of the other reindeer, and Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
I remember the grandma got rid of the reindeer, but
All of the other reindeers actually pretty good, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like how when they did that thing with the Iron Giant where they played it for an entire fucking week. Thankfully, I was on a summer camp at the time, so I didn't have to deal with that. But God, that made so many people fucking hate the Iron Giant.
I've done
Which is because it's a really good movie.
the only other thing I remember being on seasonally, the Halloween trio, I think that's what it was called.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Which I only recently found out. Oh, Leonard Nimoy was in that.
Yes, he's like the
Hope
main
our jolly old friend
like
is looking
spirit of
forward to
Halloween
becoming a
dude.
heartless.
Yeah.
He-
Which I'm like, man, you thought Transformers was embarrassing for your career? You hypocrite. Nah, nothing against Leonard Nimoy yet. I don't know. Give it time, I'm sure something will come out.
I mean, at least
You know what life's like.
At least he didn't do something like
Have you
get a
already
voice actor
forgotten who
fired from a
brought you
cartoon
back, you
adaptation of a
insolent
movie
bag
he
of
was in,
bugs?
and then because he sounded like another
Sorry,
cartoon
can't
character that
remember a thing.
the guy voiced, and then had the
Very well,
audacity
you
years later play
ingrate.
that character in a
You'll
movie.
rue the day you spurned
I
my
can't be
help.
referencing anything
who you-
specifically.
I mean, at least Bill Murray felt bad about it afterwards.
Oh, he didn't.
He said he did. He claims afterwards. He's like I didn't want the guy to get fired. I was just complaining.
Well, why didn't he then say, hey, don't fire him with all that influence he clearly had?
Yeah,
Like,
Apparently,
feel like-
he didn't find out until it was too late. Yeah.
he's. It's one of those things where it's like he's. I could see it being true, but he's also enough of an asshole for me to be like, I don't know if that's true, or was enough of an asshole.
I could believe it's less of a malicious thing and more of that he found out and he just didn't care. And then it's like, well, he
Yeah.
realised if he said, oh yeah, I got a guy fired because I don't want to sound like Garfield, then he'd be like, oh, well, that was an accident. I'm innocent. I'm Bill Murray. I could never do anything bad.
Well, I'm Bill Murray. I'm so good.
He
at
just,
you.
he just did the whole, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry thing, and everyone believed him.
I mean, he just stopped Disney from putting him in their great movie ride. Completely
He did or he
ruined their
didn't?
plan. No, he did. He completely ruined their plan to have a Ghostbusters portion of the great movie ride because he's like, no, I'm not letting them make an animatronic out of me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do
I
remember
mean,
that.
understandable.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fault him for that one. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a difference between fucking over, you know, mega corporation Disney and fucking over one guy.
One, like, fucking guy voicing a character in a cartoon. And the character in the cartoon doesn't even look like Bill Murray. Like, none of the Ghostbusters...
Oh, you get rid of that.
None of the, like, cartoon Ghostbusters look like the characters.
Yeah, they said the more famous the actor was, the less their animated character looked like him.
Probably for
Which
the
means
best.
Egon kind of vaguely looked like Harold Ramis because he wasn't really that famous.
Well, he wasn't really an actor, he was more of a writer, director.
Whereas Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray's guys look nothing like them.
Yeah. Problem is, and here's the real question, we can't really say how much Winston looked or didn't look like him, because I feel like no matter what you do, it's probably sounding a bit racist coming from three white guys.
Right?
Yeah, so it's like, and Winston Zedmore was there. Anyway. That's not like a slight against Eddie Hudson at all, I have a lot of respect for him.
It's just we're white.
Yeah. We're white, look. We've got a lot of privilege, but we at least have the decency to respect that our privilege only goes so far.
What are you planning to do with Sandy Claus?
But, as a side note, I was
thing to
actually
say
watching that cartoon a good bit. I've been watching it off and on still, but like a good bit during like the Halloween season, and it's actually a pretty good cartoon.
And why is this
It's fun.
Mostly holds up. I mean, there's definitely a lot of episodes which I think are fucking hilarious in hindsight. Like, the one that always stuck with me is the one where they just end all crime in New York.
I never saw that one. I never saw that one.
Yeah, they decide, well, the ghosts are drying up, like, we're not getting as many calls. What if we just become vigilantes and end all crime in New York? And in a week, they've ended all crime in New York. They're literally like waiting around and be like, oh, there's no more crime left in New York. What do we do now? Want to go back to catching ghosts? Yeah, sure.
I do like the Kilowatt episode, the one where it's like the ghost electricity spirit. And like
I like the one with Murray. I like the one with Murray the Mantis.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
Basically, a Thanksgiving Day parade balloon becomes an evil kaiju, a mantis kaiju, and need to get Stay Puft to fight him.
That sounds so dumb. I love it.
There's also another one I remember is the New Jersey parallelogram, which is like the Bermuda Triangle, but it's in New Jersey, so it's a bit shit.
I did not see that one. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of the episodes.
Have you seen any of these episodes?
Well, I only saw a couple of the episodes during this time. You have to remember, it's been a long time since I watched a lot of this shit, too.
These are all like...
He doesn't have a TV in his house because he doesn't want people to know him.
He doesn't want the Japanese to come after him.
No, I have a TV, it's just more of like, I have to, because the last time they were released in a way you could watch was ages ago, I have to find them. Like the episodes, and there was only like a couple episodes that I was like actively hunting. Like I watched like all of the Halloween ones they did. Which I actually, the one I like the most is actually the third one, the one with Boogaloo. That's the one where it's like that fucking like giant fucking demon who comes in because the whack jobs make a fucking anti-Halloween canon and remove Halloween shit everywhere. Damn it! I'm getting juggled.
Well, there's also the one where they go and fight, Citizen Kane. It's Ghost.
As you do.
Well, they fight a guy who's a ghost who's got a sled called Rosebud.
That's fucking great.
Those just things
yeah, just that edge.
to his Orson Welles voice.
Yeah, of course. But also, I don't know, just for me, the fact that they ended all crime in New York in like a week is still
Really funny.
Yeah, fuck New York NYPD.
I mean, to be fair, they are pretty shit.
Yeah, exactly.
New York PD are pretty bad.
They managed to do it without racially profiling anybody.
Come here, Ogie. I'm gonna beat you to death. Again. We did that in the last game, too. It didn't stick, though.
Yeah.
Went back over there, you little shit. But, I need to watch more of the episodes, because I know there's a lot of fucking insane episodes. I did see the one where the fucking, where the Sandman goes well, I say the Sandman, but a Sandman, because they tell you there's multiple. Like, goes insane and just puts everybody to sleep so you can end war.
Good excuses, any?
He's like, alright, I'm gonna put you guys to sleep for 1,000 years, that should do it.
Give him some time to clean this mess up. So, I guess actually here's a question for you guys, because I thought this was like a universal Western world thing, but apparently not. What's the song that tells you it's Christmas? You know, like, it's not Christmas until you hear this song playing on the radio or whatever.
Well, there's the Nightmare Fuel one of, like, oh no, Mariah Carey's here. There's that. What are you talking about for me personally, or... I'm not really sure. I actually am not really sure. Like, if it's for me personally, otherwise usually it's Mariah Carey these days. It gets fucking blared out, like, first thing. Not by choice, because I don't fucking like Mariah Carey.
What about you, Sabo? What's your song? It's not Christmas till you hear that song.
Because it's always the first Christmas song I hear, mind you.
You know, it's a Christmas song, but I don't actually know the song.
No. How does it go?
It's one of their standard Christmas songs. I hear it all the time.
Just give me like a lyric line, see if I can recall it.
I literally heard it today, but I can't seem to think of it.
Here's some lyrics.
Huh?
Damn.
Oh, it's
well, for me.
Why did I forget what that song was called? It's like
Oh god.
Someone's version
Now,
of Let It
you know what though? Actually, Let It Snow is mine personally, but in terms of like, oh, I know the season is starting up, is usually the fucking radio first will slam Mariah Carey like a radio at a store, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't count Mariah Carey, but for me, Mariah Carey's like, oh, it's just around. It's like September time, so who cares?
But yeah,
For
you
me,
know what
when
with that in mind, then yeah, I would say probably honestly Let It Snow.
Well, for me, it's Merry Christmas by Slade. Which I guess just isn't a thing in America, huh?
Yeah, I don't think
That's crazy. That's
crazy.
crazy. It's everywhere over here.
At least it's not
every year.
At least it's not Blubby's Christmas.
Here, it's done.
Oh, you shouldn't invoke his name. He'll come for you.
Jack.
How else will I have a proper criminal?
You laugh now. Wait until he's there. That's not Blobby. That's different.
I know.
Listen here, Jack Skellington.
That was Bo Selector, which is a show I wish I didn't remember.
That's the only thing I know about Bo Selector, and I'm fine with that.
Well, it involved a teddy bear who would get his cock out a lot, so...
Okay!
I thought you could use a little help this year, Mr. Claus.
Yeah, it's a lot creepier than it sounds, which is pretty impressive, I know. The less said about Bo Selector, actually, the better.
Somehow that's more creepy.
Moving along.
Yeah, somehow it's more creepy than the fact that the skeleton has eyelids.
But let me tell you something, Jack.
Yeah, well, you know, he's got a blink.
Children when they discover the
It's got to moisten his sockets.
You're right.
It all worthwhile. Year after year after year.
The eyelid bones.
And you, Jack, you love to make them gasp and see them shiver with fright. What if someone...
I do wonder what, like, the real thing, man, how much must... I know the movie kind of goes into it, but damn, how much must it suck where, like, your entire town is built towards one day a year, and, like, what the fuck do you do for every other day?
Right?
And yours is to take care of Halloween.
Just prepare for the next Halloween, I guess.
I mean, yeah, that's what they do. They celebrate Halloween and then they prepare for next Halloween. It's
You're
like,
the face of Halloween.
Celebrate
Mr.
Christmas and then prepare for
Jack
Christmas.
Skellington.
But I mean, this is
The
not like
Pumpkin
freaking
King,
Labor Day calendar.
the night of nightmares.
That would suck.
Yeah, I mean,
even
there
though
were
you're
Halloween,
Christmas,
there were
Jack,
like holiday
Halloween
towns of
is
like
your true
lame
specialty.
holidays where nothing
Don't you
happens.
see?
Damn.
Yeah, like the 4th of July town.
Fourth of July town is just
Halloween needs
fireworks.
your
Right?
attention,
I wanted to see
and
that.
No.
I know Christmas needs
Banned
mine
in most states.
urgently.
You're
It's
right.
okay, they'll still shoot them
I
anyway.
am the master of terror. And if Halloween
yeah,
has
but-
become
yeah.
true routine, all
But,
I have to do is think of
I
something
know
new
fireworks
that'll
are not
really
banned
make
here
them
anymore. They've been
scream.
banned for a couple of years.
Jack! Oh, Jack!
I wish they were banned here.
I've been looking
Thankfully,
for you
I don't have
everywhere.
to. The next time I'll hear
We must go
fireworks
over
won't
the
be until the
plans
new
for
year.
next
So I
Halloween.
got a whole year
I
with
can't
it.
do a thing without your approval.
So true.
That joke
It's a
is
new
funny.
year.
Good
I mean, my
luck,
favourite thing
Jack
to say to people is
Skellington.
see it next year when it's like, you know,
Oh,
both away
everybody
for
fucking
Christmas.
does that bit.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I love when I get
Here
it.
he goes.
Also, I love when it's like
Yes,
Christmas
and
Eve
I've got
or
lots of
New Year's
names
Eve
to
over here, and the
check
very
in
first thing I
preparation.
shoot to you when it's the New Year is like, "Greetings from the world of tomorrow."
No time for joking.
What's
Every
this?
year.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a
no,
bit
yeah,
too
you do that
festive
one
for
every
our
year too.
Halloween needs.
Well, the cutscene's going right now, but it's like starting to wrap up. But yeah, that's the Christmas roll. I'm glad that we got to do it like close to Christmas. I was tempted to actually instead do Lion King today, so to make this closer to it. But I really wanted to do this one.
Yeah, I mean, also, you know, coming close to Christmas, who knows, like, what time we'll have.
Yeah, who knows? Something could come up next week.
Yeah, so better to just do it now when it's, like, in the nice in-between between Christmas, where it's leaning more on the Christmas side, but it's still between Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
Before you do, Sora.
Well, I said
believe
before,
there's a
like,
friend of
when
yours
I
who,
only have said on stream.
if
I've
I
said to
recall
some people before that.
correctly,
To
was
me,
the
when
one
people
who
ask,
told
like,
you there's no
is
such thing as Santa
Nightmare Christmas a
Claus?
Christmas movie
Oh,
or
yeah.
a Halloween movie?
did say
The answer
that.
is obviously both, but
Be
the
sure
perfect
give
time to
him
watch it
my
is honestly
very
November.
Best wishes.
I will, but
Because it's like
yeah.
it's
Do you
like
know
the
where I can
in between,
find
like
Riku?
going in, so it's like just the right
Here's a
time.
que-
But
I
don't
forget if I've
give
asked this
up.
before. Is Batman
Remember,
Returns a Christmas
if you
movie?
believe in Riku, you will
I haven't
find
Yes,
him.
obviously.
Just as you found
Yeah?
me.
right.
Okay. Just because, you know, it is set around Christmas.
I mean,
Christmas is technically Christmas is a pretty big plot element.
I mean, Gundam War in the Pocket is also a Christmas series.
It's set around Christmas. Like, I don't think it ever actually it is never like the, oh my god, we're having a war on Christmas Day. It's more of the,
Well, they never say
oh, yeah,
it's
it's
there.
Christmas.
It's kind of like,
it's
I mean, Yakuza's like that too.
I mean, it's Japan, so they don't really care about Christmas other than the romantic holiday.
And fried chicken. They love fried chicken
And
on
yes,
Christmas.
yes, and fried chicken.
I mean, I get that fried chicken's great.
Unless you're the guy.
God.
Unless you're the guy from Lupin versus Pat Ranger, and then his whole thing is, I'm going to make people eat salmon for Christmas.
Monster.
Someone's got to eat salmon.
I mean, that was somehow the most memorable thing about that show, because every time they do Christmas Sentai meals, it's always like, and then this one guy like, hey, you're going to eat salmon instead, right?
Damn, I can't believe Gav doesn't have a fried chicken form.
I mean, give it some.
Oh, actually, that reminded me. Did you before we end? Did you guys see the trailer for the new Gundam show?
I've seen the image, and I'm like, man, I hate that look design. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you mean Gundam?
Quack.
Yes.
G Quacks is how you pronounce it.
Why does it?
Geek.
Why does it?
Sorry,
Why
geek
does it?
quacks.
I'm serious. G Quack.
He's a geek who quacks.
Yes.
Fuck.
So
Melvin Duck over here.
So the actual like frontline Gundam design, it kind of slowly grew on me. I think it's all right. I think it's a little like I think the color, the main issue with it is like where the coloring of it, like where they put the colors and everything, like this
No,
distribution.
the main issue with it is it's written by Anno.
No, that's gonna be fine.
Oh. Well.
Because remember, this is because it's also about a underground fight a ring, basically. It's underground Gundam fights.
You know what it should... Oh, wait, Underground. You know what it should be about? I think it should be about triplets, right? And let's say there were, you know, triplets of a royal family or some nobility or something like that, you know? And they got separated because the enemies of the state wanted to, you know, harm the family. So they all grew up individually, and then miraculously they found each other in their teenagers years.
no.
But they need to find their mother.
I fucking knew this where you're going, you fucker!
And then, of course, obviously, they should also form a rock band. Use
We're
their
not-
magical powers.
No, we're not making Sonic Underground Gundam.
So anyway,
Stop
long story
it.
short, they did make a vow that their mother will be found.
Stop it! No,
God.
no!
Got your I got your ass.
Fucking time to leave! I quit! I'm cashing out!
I knew it would break him.